Got so quiet.
I know. As soon as we go live, nothing.
All right, so when we left off, you had worked with the dwarves of Sundabar to remodel and repair the Tower of Zephyros. And they had talked with you a bit, and you discussed it. And the one thing that we didn't come up with was a final price for the addition, or for at least the construction part of the addition. So I've thought it over, and I've decided that the dwarves should give you a final price for the entire project of 50,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
So repairs and the addition.
Yes.
And then did we decide on whether we want to cut off half the ring and make it a smaller ring or no?
That's as it is right now.
So we'll just do that.
That, of course, it has nothing to do with enchanting or anything else, just the construction.
Sounds good.
Can do that. Now we also never did anything with the with healing the land and also the lightning either. So we'll have to
Yep,
do
but
that sometime.
the lightning is going to take them a while to set it up,
Okay.
so that's not going to be right away. And the healing the land thing,
That's gonna take several days, I'm sure.
yeah, we'll just
Several.
see what happens. Of course, after you draw up the plans, we'll say that planning it all out and everything, working with the dwarves, requires 2 days time total to work out all the details of planning it. And you notice that Zephyros kind of hangs around and listens in, and he looks at his tower every once in a while. But if you ever ask him, he seems to give you the same answer every time. He's like, "Oh, it's fine. I don't mind." But then he looks pensive and thoughtful for those 2 days until the final plans are done. And then he looks at them, and he looks at the party, and he says, well, there is one small problem with this.
What's that?
What would that be?
Well, the magic that makes my tower fly is not powerful enough to allow it to fly with all that extra weight.
Does that mean we're not gonna be able to do this thing?
I didn't say that. I've thought about it and done some reading, and I found a solution for you if you're willing to undertake a little trip.
I don't know about anybody else, but I wouldn't mind stretching my legs a little bit.
Sounds good to me.
See,
I suppose to.
the orb that controls the flight of my tower is a keystone of sorts. And it supplies much of the power that flies this tower. Now, it's not that powerful of a stone as far as these stones go, and that's why my tower was always, kept to a smaller size than say, a flying citadel or something. But I do happen to know where there's another orb. And it's not even that far away. To the east of Citadel Felbar, there is a old, quite ancient actually, cloud giant tomb. And residing within that is one of these orbs that I require.
Can we get up the map and we can take a look at this? You can help point out exactly where this should be.
Oh, sure.
I got the map out.
Okay, we'll just use the map that's on here real quick, and I'll put a marker
Sure.
for you.
Gotcha. And are there any special markers or any landmarks that we could navigate by?
Well, the tomb lies between the two ridges of mountain to the east of Citadel Felbar. You see, there's a spur of mountain that heads east when the rest of the mountain ridge heads northeast, and it creates a valley between them. Inside of that valley lies the tomb. It is actually quite well hidden by magic, but I happen to have a charm that will reveal it to you.
Alright.
Let me grab a marker for this real quick.
Have y'all ever heard Zephyros so sober?
Is he naked right now?
He is not. He's well robed.
Trying to impress the dwarves.
Yes, you know, to impress people, you wear clothes. It's very impressive.
The entire reason why we wear clothes.
Like right here?
And you should try that sometimes. It, could work. Sweet dude. I get the D&D Beyond app.
So, he points to the location of where that arrow is and said it lies within that valley between those ridges.
How large is this stone that we need to get?
It is about the size of I would say about the size of a crystal ball or so to you. It is actually quite small. And that is why it still remains where it is because as far as usability for, working with a tower like this, it is not powerful enough to even fly this tower by itself. But it would add enough power to the stone I already have to allow this one to fly with that added weight.
That sounds simple enough.
Let's go get an orb.
I must caution you, for the tomb is well guarded by magic and other subterfuge. It has been there for, eons, and the orb still remains inside.
Because it's tiny, though. It can't be too dangerous.
The orb itself is not dangerous, but the tomb was created by giants. It will be very large in size compared to you.
Walk underneath the traps. It's fine. We probably can't even set off any pressure points. It's great.
Well, the traps will undoubtedly have been created for your kind. For giants would never loot the tomb.
Whoa.
Yep.
What?
We're looting the tune of a head of a giant right now.
Let's not complain. That sounds great, Zephyros. I'm sure it'll work out.
I cannot go with you to the tomb, of course, for to go inside would be sacrilege.
Right. But it's not going to be a big deal if people see you using this after taking it from those vandalizers who looted the tomb, right?
I do not know the exact condition of the tomb. It has been some time since I was anywhere in that vicinity, although I have visited it in the past. Not to loot it, of course, but to pay homage. And unfortunately, for these orbs to work together, there has to be a certain relationship between them.
What does that mean? Should we get some flowers?
Our orbs have to get along.
It is complicated, yes. The magic that flies our citadels.
Are these things that we'll need to do, or are these things that you will take care of as soon as we bring back the orb?
You bring me the orb, and I will do the rest.
All right.
Let's get some supplies and head out. Finally have something to do.
So the dwarves, you know, you finalize stuff with them, and they tell you, yeah, you know, they'll keep working on it while you're gone. And the other dwarves tell you that they will have things set up in a week's time, and then you'll be able to do the lightning stuff and whatnot. Like I said, 2 days go by for repairs, allowing you to cast your spell on the land twice. So go ahead and make your rolls for that.
Okay. Just a D20, or what do you want me to do with that?
Let's do one Arcana and one Nature, just to mix it up.
Okay. And this is 8 hours, so there's no guidance. So
Yeah.
15 for Arcana,
Okay.
and then Nature. Oddly enough, for me as a druid, isn't the best, but oof, 9.
All right. All right. So, I mean, seems to be coming along pretty well as far as restoring the land. You hit a little bit of a bump though when you realize that you didn't understand quite exactly what was actually causing the greater part of the desolation around you. The blood of the orcs apparently was also cursed, and so you realize after those 2 days that you're going to have to, you know, change up the flow of your healing a little bit to compensate for that.
All right.
So it's going to take a little longer than you thought.
All right. We'll have some time to think about it on the trip.
Yep. So
How
you
long
gather
have
up
we been
supplies, figure out what supplies you're taking with you and what you're leaving behind, please.
How long's the mission going to be? Like, how long's the travel to Felbar on horseback?
On horseback, it's going to be 3 days travel to the tomb.
Hey, you all should leave a decent portion of that money here with Zephyros. We might need space in the bag. I saw over, you filled it like to the brim. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, I think we would have taken. Well, I guess I don't know. We never really discussed it. Yep, we'll take it and stow it. So, all right, hold on. I got.
You have a goodly amount of gems and stuff that aren't in there as well, so.
Yeah.
Yes, gems as well.
Of course, you could pay them, the dwarves, some portion of what they're owed, and that would also reduce the amount.
Yeah, we could do that.
They'd probably want half up front anyways.
Sounds fair to me.
I'll throw a $5,000 towards that.
What? No, you don't need to put money in, like, out of pocket. We have plenty in the bag. $100,000
party.
worth of platinum. Like, we're good.
Yeah, but that's in the I don't have a room to store any personal shit, and I have already stuff in the. We all have a shared bit in the what's it called, party
Well,
inventory.
I'm not looking at that. I'm just assuming what's in the bag. Ali's not even worried about his portion, because he doesn't really need that much money. That's a lot of money
How are we paying for this then?
out of the party bank, which is what I assume that was. It hasn't been split up. We couldn't possibly carry it. That's just a group funding,
How much is in there?
like 10,000 platinum.
Okay. Yeah, then sure. We'll go ahead with that.
Yeah, because space-wise, carrying around like 2,500 coins would, would not necessarily encumber you, but would not be real likely to do. And 25,000 gold would be 2,500 platinum. So, and that's just platinum. But anyways, figure out how you're going to pay for it real quick, and we'll move on.
Well, for one, I think we should get rid of as much as we can in the bag so we can take care of that. So how much was that supposed to be? 50,000?
50,000 altogether. Yeah, they want half up front. I mean, you could choose to pay them all of it if you want.
I think half is good.
Let's do that then. Hold on a second.
And I had better move the calendar forward.
I'll pay it in platinum, so we'll get that out of the way.
So that's 2,500 platinum.
Yeah, that brings us down to 7,891 platinum in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you got
And
plenty
then-
of money.
So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... I got a couple of spots I've got to do this, so... I'm keeping track of a lot of stuff. So that is... Yep. Okay. I think we got it. So I'm going to remove all the platinum.
And then anything that you're leaving behind, I need to know where you're leaving it. The dwarves are going to be all through the tower, so...
I have a tent under the kitchen table. I'm gonna put my money in that.
How about Zephyros?
Yes?
I was wondering if we would be able to stash some of the of our loot and earnings that we got, and find a place where it would be safe, since we'll have lots of people of dwarves roaming about. Not suggesting that they'll steal necessarily, but it's always best to be safer with it.
Well, depending on how much it is, I can probably stash that in one of my pockets.
That would work. Would you need any gems as well for your enchantments?
Well, probably.
Okay, fair enough.
But we can worry about that later. I can store these this monetary objects that you have for you with no problems.
Okay.
And of course, you needn't worry about me running away. My tower is here after all, and it's not going anywhere until you return with that orb.
I think we completely trust you. There's no problem with that. Alright, so... trying to figure out how much space this is all taking.
Make sure you check in with me before you go, and I will give you the amulet that'll allow you to find the tomb.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, we freighted up quite a bit. Almost half of the bag of holdings weight capacity has been removed, so we're running pretty light. I can take out gems too. What do you guys think?
How much space would the gems actually take?
All together, about the really expensive ones, that would take about 100 pounds worth of space in the bag of holding. So we have a lot of large gems.
I mean, I'm gonna leave Roy's saddlebags here if you want to just throw some more stuff in there.
Okay.
I've been training with the Griffins, and I'm pretty sure they would guard some of this stuff for us, so we just asked them to. We could just keep it in their nest.
Well, I think maybe that's a good place to put a lot of the stuff. The dwarves won't even need to be up there, and keep everything.
They're not gonna fuck
away
with some
too.
Griffins either.
I mean, sure, but it's if we leave all the stuff on the main floor, that's where they're going to be running about and needing to do the repairs, so it'll actually be in the way.
You really don't... Oh, okay, I see.
There's considerable amount of repairs to be done throughout the entire tower, especially at the top.
We were up there. It was quite bad.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, that's where the dragon, clawed its way up, broke its way through the side of the tower. Yeah.
True. I still think they're smart enough to keep guard of it, though. So, I mean, at least that's what I'm going to do with my saddlebags. Whether it works or not, who knows? But that's just what I'm going to do.
I have no clue how much you guys are carrying, but I did not take as much as you guys did, I don't think. Because my bag has still got quite some room in it, I mean, all things considered.
How much did you grab?
I grabbed, like, 2,000 worth of gems, but I only had I have, like, a third of my backpack still left, so...
You still grab way more than me then, man. I got like 500 coins, that's about it.
In platinum?
Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah, but it's still only 500 coins. It ain't that much room. I don't know what 500 coins looks like.
I'm confused as to how much, like, why are you worried about how much you're carrying?
Well, I mean, it's still quite a bit to be carrying around.
Sure.
Bro, look at that. That's gonna be heavy as shit. Basically carrying a shoebox full of fucking metal.
Right?
They don't weigh very much.
That's actually a cool depiction. Gives you an idea.
Yeah, it's 500 quarters right there. But no, I mean, like I said, there's tons of room left in the saddlebags. I just don't want to bring everything with me.
Right.
Feel free to drop them off. I'm just gonna take my stuff in case they need it.
Cool. So I will go ahead and make my nest egg up on the top floor.
All right.
I'm gonna buy 9 days worth of rations and some smaller items and stuff that I threw out when dragging this place.
Like what?
I think rope. Really need rope. Probably some. What are those called? Yeah, the pitons, pittons. I'm gonna need a new cloak for cold weather, as I threw my old one out of the window.
Okay.
And 3 days of feed for Roy.
3 days?
Yeah, 3 days. I usually give him half a day's and then let him graze for the
Okay.
hunts at night too. So
That's all doable. The dwarves' food supplies are real basic though. Like you're getting basically beef jerky, you know, dried meat and stuff. It's nothing fancy.
or ramen.
All right, everybody else got figured out what you're taking, what you're not taking, so we can move along.
Yeah.
All right. Then the last thing that you need to do, if you're ready to go, is talk to Zephyros to get the amulet.
Hey guys, sorry I've been gone my whole session. Here though now.
Sounds good. Welcome.
Yeah. Sorry I had to eat and then I had a phone call too. A lot was happening.
That's fine. You're going to be making at least a 6-day trip, so make sure you buy any supplies that you need.
Wait,
I want some
do these guys do these guys have plate armor for sale?
Yeah, but it's dwarf sized.
Oh, bitch, I'm way too big for that.
Yeah.
But does anyone make armor big enough for me?
They can make you a set. They just don't have any on them. That is your size.
I'd rather get it from I'd rather get it from the Mithril Hall. Spend a fucking armor leg. Have some cool shit.
Okay.
And can I get a date check? So I can do my board.
Sure. It took 2 days to train to figure out what the repairs on the tower and the construction was going to be. So
17?
it is the 17th, correct?
Cool. I will roll my Orton.
Ben, do you know how many days it's been we've been traveling with Zephyros since we left Silver Moon?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of over a week, I think, since you left Silvery Moon.
Went to Long Saddle, came back.
So you're wondering the days, right? We left on the 30th of last month, and it's now the 17th.
So a couple weeks, and then some.
$17th?
Correcto.
All right. Well, so Zephyros said it would take 17 days to enchant my shield to a +1, but we have been getting some. Would that be finished before we head out?
Yeah, he'll have it done. And all it requires is part of his day to enchant it. So
Motherfucker made me wait 17 days? That's been busy.
well, no, he can't. You got to understand it. He can only cast it on it so many times, or so he can only enchant it, so much the way that the enchanting skill works. So, anyways. Anyways, yeah, it's done. So go ahead and take it.
He should create like his own like line of magic items that it could be like enchanted by Zephyros. Floats off the tongue.
And I bought some rations and rope.
I just bought rations.
I always use some good rope.
All right. You guys ready?
I think so.
You know, look ready.
So you get your horses out, you get ready, and you approach Zephyros. Because he told you to come and speak with him to get the amulet that you would need to find the tomb. And you find him on the second level with a book open, sitting and reading it quite calmly. He looks up as you enter and then closes the book and sets it aside. Are you ready to go then?
I think we are.
Woo! Yeah. Get some.
Very well. And he reaches down into his tunic and pulls out a large amulet from around his neck. It's huge for you. And he holds it out towards you. He says, "This object will automatically attune to you, whichever of you wishes to carry it."
Who should take this?
Who can take that?
Did he say it too?
Who doesn't have? Yeah, I don't have any open attunement spots right now.
How big is this?
If no one is capable, would always unattune from the arrow.
I have one empty spot, so I can take it.
Okay.
All right. He holds it out to you.
I'll pick it up.
When you reach out and grab the chain, which is quite large in your hand, it starts to shrink down to your size.
I'll put it on.
The amulet itself is got a design on it. It's kind of a wispy cloud circle amulet, and in the center of it, it seems to be the face of a giant. Somewhat softer in features than what you're used to seeing with Zephyros.
And I wouldn't recognize it. I don't know giants, so I wouldn't know it. So, just put it back on then.
Now, the amulet will reveal the tomb to you so that you may see it, but there will be a magic barrier that keeps most things out of the tomb that I erected some time back, for the things had been getting in there and, causing problems. But, anyways, You must speak a phrase to activate the amulet and thereby dispel the barrier to the tomb. It will be permanently dispelled at that point, and the amulet will turn to dust, so do not be alarmed when that happens.
All right.
The phrase that you must speak after you find the tomb is "Sweet Zolovai, open the way."
Got it. And I say that as we enter the tomb.
That's the name, just so you have the spelling of it.
Did you say Zolovai or Zlovai?
Zolovai.
Zolovai. Okay.
Or at least that's how I'm going to pronounce it.
Today.
Made up words. Who cares? Alright, so... maybe I should take that O out. Solovoy? That might be more accurate.
Oh boy,
right?
my friend.
Anyways, he says,
I just call him Slavi.
Now, make sure that you speak the words correctly, or it will not open.
All right.
Return here with the orb you find inside. Take great care with it, for should harm come to the orb, we will not be able to enchant the tower, and I do not have another source. So, don't screw up.
Is it one of those things we can't put in the bag of holding?
The orb will be complicated. I suggest that the person that carries it be of firm resolve.
You sound like a supervillain, Zephyros. Kind of intimidating.
The orb, how can I say this? It poses its own unique danger. You will need someone that is got great mental prowess to hold it.
It's gonna like whisper at you or try and take over your body or something. Can you handle that, Ezra?
It depends on how it approaches my mind.
I don't know if that's a yes or a.
If the orb gains a foothold on its holder, then my only suggestion is that you try to communicate with that which comes out and tell it that Zephyros awaits, and convince the entity to follow you south to me.
Well,
I'm
glad that you volunteered for this, Ezra. Really, I am glad.
Is this orb not able to go into the bag of holding? Would that not make this a simpler journey?
You might regret doing that. The orb has some abilities that might cause problems for the magic of a bag such as that.
Understood.
Eat all of our coins.
Yeah, it's more likely that it could burrow a hole through the side of the magic of the bag and thereby destroy it and dump itself and everything in the bag into the ethereal realms.
The astral sea, yes.
Certainly glad I asked.
So, Don't do that.
Yeah, ask that first. I'm smart.
Right. Everyone knows that Wolverine is the important one here.
I'm smart.
As I said, the orb holds its own unique dangers, so be cautious. The tomb will also be fraught with danger, I imagine, so be careful.
Hey, I almost killed a Minotaur, which I can no longer one shot because I got rid of that subclass feature. But
What's the subclass feature? What are you talking about?
oh, it's a something I thought out in my head. Don't worry about
The
it.
small wooden ship.
Farewell, brave adventurers. I look forward to when you return.
We'll be as fast as we can.
He looks forward to it.
All right, off we go.
All right. As you ride out from the tower headed north from Sundabar, the chill winds that flow across this area of land grow more and more cold throughout the day, and by the time evening blows in, snow begins to fall.
Good thing I got that new cloak.
So you make camp, and the snow continues to lightly fall throughout the night. The next morning, it's still snowing, a little harder now, and it's a thin layer blankets the ground around you. Mark off one day's rations for yourselves and your mounts,
I will eat a good berry.
unless you fed them something else.
You got good berries still?
Of course, I've always got that.
There is no grazing for the horses here, just so you know.
Feed them some of those too then. Make sure they get a little bit of sustenance.
I'll just give mine to Roy, but still give him his half of normal rations.
All right. The next day, you continue to ride north, and this snow is getting a little deeper now. It continues to snow on and off, not super hard, but sometimes a little more than others. The sky is completely overcast, and like I said, it's cold, but it's not like super cold yet. Anyways, you ride throughout the rest of the day, huddled with your horses who are constantly blowing steam now, and make it all the way up out of the lower part of the valley around Sundabar and out of the desolation surrounding Sundabar into grasslands, high grasslands, and you can see the mountains rising up before you, getting taller and taller as you aim for the far left side of these mountains, knowing that you need to circle around the one ridge to go into that valley. You camp for the night at the southern edge of the mountains, and the snow stops, leaving everything quiet and covered in white. In the middle of the night, you hear night sounds, the wolves howling in the distance, and night birds. But it's pretty quiet out here. There's not a lot going on. The next morning, you get up. The sun comes out, and some of the snow begins to melt. You ride around the edge of the mountains, headed for the valley, and enter the valley, where you find ancient standing stones and an ancient path leading up into the mountains.
The path going the way we need to go.
It is, but it only goes about a mile or so before it tapers off into oblivion because it hasn't been used for a very long time. At first, there's a few standing stones, and you go higher up, there's rock falls and things that cross the path, and pretty soon the path is wiped out by slides and things from the ridges. It's kind of rough going, actually. But towards the evening, up probably 4 in the afternoon or so. But it's in winter, so the sun's already behind the mountains that are to either side of you at this point. 'Cause as you snake your way up into this valley, and the path finally opens up into that valley, and you find yourself in not a very large open area, really, but you find yourself in an open area with a stream running through it. It's icy, and snow blankets everything up here. Hasn't snowed in a while, but it's completely overcast. And you look around at it's actually quite beautiful. Little valley with a little trickling stream, and at the far side, as you walk forward, suddenly there's a shimmer in the air against one's cliff face as a cave magically appears in front of you that wasn't there from a distance.
I guess I'll take it. And there's a door on this cave.
There's no door. It's just a cave. It is, however, looks like worked stone, not natural.
Well, what's the worst that can happen if I stay in the wrong spot? Sweet, what if I open the way?
And then there's another shimmer in the air inside the entrance, and then you can see into the entrance actually morphs just a little bit more.
No?
And you can see that the passageway leading inside is about 15 feet wide and about 25 feet tall. And instead of a cave, you now see an actual worked stone entryway with 2 carvings of giants, one on each side, completely revealed now. An obvious tomb.
The amulet disappear?
The amulet crumbles to dust.
Oh,
Hopefully this is the right
no,
place.
so far.
What just happened? Oh no, what will Zephyros think?
Just told him that Alabaster stole it. Don't believe me.
They probably would. I'd believe you.
They'd be like, who's Alabaster?
Not a rich person.
Alright, let's go get this orb, and I'll gently nudge Alabaster first.
Oh, keeper of the amulet, please.
Don't you mean loser of the amulet? It's
Yeah,
gone now.
I'm not keeping anything, so...
Alright, fine. I guess I am our resident leader. I'll go first.
I should mention, it looks like the stream runs into the cliff face and disappears. And the spot that it goes in is grated by like a strong set of very close knit iron bars, a grating. And then down a ways, the stream comes back out of the cliff face burbling out of a hole in the ground and continues on its way.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I'm just waiting to see if there's any traps. We're waiting
Come
for
on,
our fearless leader.
Yeah, no, I'll go forward, keeping an eye out for traps.
As you walk between the large carvings of giants on either side, with their solemn gazes, you look them over and realize they've been heavily damaged by both weather and apparently some kind of purposeful damage to them as well. On the inside the tomb itself, you see a passage running back into the rock face. You want to search for traps?
Yeah, is that investigation for you? Or is that just
Yeah, investigation.
you've adapted? There's my key.
Does anybody have the ability to, I don't know, see if there's any magic? Something that could get us without us expecting it?
There's damage to statues.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like someone was fighting them.
yeah.
looks like somebody did something to him.
No, they're probably gonna come alive. It's fine.
I guess I could ritualistically cast detect magic.
So we sit there for 10 minutes. The life of a wizard. Understand?
Only if Ezra still had Byakugan.
I'm using it for more sword and stuff.
Okay.
Alright, so you wait 10 minutes to cast the spell?
Yes.
Alright, 10 minutes later, cast detect magic and look around. You can see the aura of magic still dissipating from the entrance, but whatever magic was here is fading away now. It's probably what was hiding the tomb and whatever the barrier that Zephyros spoke of. But nothing else.
Nothing really pops out.
Maybe
It's
someone
probably
just-
safe.
the statues looked ugly or something and was like, I want to take these out. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
The amulet turned everything off. We could probably just walk all the way in without checking for
And-
anything.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Let's go.
Yup.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll for important since it's
Okay, go ahead and do
now
that.
that we started.
And I'll move you guys to the other map.
How long till we have to take a short rest? Those are probably really terrible rolls.
Yes.
They're
I
not
wish I
good
could've
enough
kept
to-
18s.
They're not
I
good
saw
enough.
the enemy do this. I saw the enemy do that.
Well, that's the thing. They're not good enough to give to us, but they're not bad enough to hurt the enemy.
Know that.
6, I'd be like, yeah.
And so it's the 19th, correct?
Oh, I'm probably almost dead.
I'm leaving Roy outside, obviously.
Yeah, I figured you'd leave the horses outside tied up as well. Of course, Ezra can just pocket his horse.
Yep.
And is it morning, midday, night?
It's evening,
Yeah, I think it was like 4 p.m.-ish when we arrived.
right? So it's kind of dark down in the bottom of the valley down here. But
were there any tracks or anything, either outside?
No.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
some wildlife, you know,
Not,
but
But
nothing out
nothing
of the
dangerous
ordinary.
for that.
Not
Okay.
blood, correct?
Okay, so you guys should have just the ability to see what you can see, correct? Everybody verify for me. There's
Yep.
no errors.
Yep.
Then I'm always going to be within 5 feet of the leader unless he tells
Yep.
me not to.
You'll want to
Oh,
fix
okay.
your hit points and stuff because I stole you from right after the dragon battle. And unfortunately, yeah, I didn't fix your hit points for you because I wasn't even sure what your hit points would be when you got here. So,
hey DM, is that fresh blood?
looking ahead, what you see are blood stains, old black dried blood and
Okay.
bones.
On the map, it's like red, so it's just curious.
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna go me, Riken, Ezra,
So
or Ido, I assume.
as you walk into the entrance hall, you see a giant statue stands here. It appears to have been marred by beyond recognition, but resembles a 20-foot tall giant. The ceiling here is 25 feet tall, so it nearly reaches the ceiling. It faces the passage that you're standing in and stands away from the wall behind it by about 5 feet. Rubbish and debris litter the entrance of the tomb. You can see a passage leads on to the east and another leads to the north. The tangy smell in the air reminds you of old death with a sweet overtone of rot that tickles your nose and makes you sneeze.
Looking around, does anything look, I guess, like recent or out of place?
It doesn't look like anything's been through here in a while, but there was a barrier on the front of the tomb, if you recall. There are humanoid bones really not that far in front of you in a couple of places.
How dark is it?
Here it's not that dark. I've reflected that by giving you all lighting. But further in, you know, I'll assume that you give yourself the ability to see at all times in here to make it easier. Unless you specifically tell me you put all the lights out, as it were.
I don't have dark vision, so I'll have a torch lit.
I think Alabaster and Ezra are the only ones with dark vision, so.
So Riken.
Nope, I do too.
Does.
Do you?
I got mine as a boon.
That's what he got. Riken got a disposable potion for a fight that was very fast, and Over got permanent dark vision.
Let me see if your I don't think your character reflects that, so let me fix it.
Okay.
When
It showed it. I when I moved it, looked like it was fine. So should be. We don't
So,
check the
Riken,
range.
you have
60
your
feet.
Yep.
spear put away right
It's
now?
fixed now.
Okay, it is 60 feet dark vision.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I meant on my character.
On your character sheet? I don't know.
No. On the token.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna creep
Let me
up,
turn
and
the
it's gonna
light off just in case it interferes.
20 bounds up to here.
Because you would not also have light if you have dark vision. It seems like it would interfere.
At this point, I'm trying to be quiet, by the way.
Okay. Let me just stop you right there.
Over, you have 30 feet of dark vision, right?
Me? No, I got 60.
Oh.
You walk forward cautiously, headed towards the location that you were trying to go. As you reach the point where I moved you back to, there's a sudden hissing noise as the mouth of the giant statue behind you, a greenish gas comes wafting out, filling the chamber.
So you were still going with my previous detect traps roll, right?
Yep.
Just making sure. Okay. All right. Sweet.
Yeah, this is an undetectable trap.
Then there we go.
Tomb of Horrors it is.
Not every trap is the least bit detectable, so
This is
there's
where we find
absolutely no way that you could detect this trap.
out. Right. If it puts us all to sleep, Ezra will be able to carry us out. He's half elf.
Or
we
roll
could,
die normally.
we could just die too. Oh, I didn't see you down there, statue. Quite the
Let's
food you had there.
see.
On save.
The gas bellows out of its mouth and quickly fills the immediate room. Anyone caught within it must make a Constitution saving throw. So you can see where the green gas hits. Go ahead and make a saving throw if you are within it.
19. So Oliver's the only
Well,
one out.
I'm the only one. Yeah.
That's
Ouch.
I might be
Who are we
screwed
missing?
too.
What did you?
I rolled a 19.
All right, so Alabaster, you succeed on your saving throw. You feel the poison start to try to creep into your lungs. What is your reaction to the gas? What do you do?
I would. I mean, I'd probably move forward up to here. Out of it, putting like a piece of my cloak up. Try and filter any that I can.
All right, move up to there where you originally were planning on going, and outside the cloud. Riken, you failed your save. You take 9 points of poison damage. And you are now poisoned. As in this status. What is your reaction?
Well, I was walking forward, so I guess I'll just keep walking forward. Probably running now that I'm getting sprayed in the face.
Alright, hearing him come behind me.
And where are you going?
Cross one.
Go ahead and move to wherever you're going to go. To there? Okay. And you're going to stop there. Once you get out of the cloud, as it were.
Once I get some fresh breath, yeah.
That's a really bad condition.
Alright. Ezra, you save. You make your save. What do you do?
I'm gonna tie my
Your scarf.
Your scarf?
That's it. That's the word I was looking for. My scarf. I'm gonna stand here.
Yeah.
The
It's a
scarf.
mascot.
That's the scarf you got from Zephyros, correct?
I'm gonna call it mascot.
So you're going right there?
So what
Yep.
happened? Let's see.
Well, actually,
Like breathe normally.
yeah, I'll just stay here and try to be in the way of it so it doesn't spread or dissipate more this way.
Alright.
I don't know if that'll do anything.
Eidolon, you failed your saving throw. You take 15 points of poison damage. And you are now poisoned. This is a potent poison. What's up, Fuzzy?
Then I DM. So take a little bit.
So, Eidolon, what were you going to do?
You gonna stay there, or are you gonna move out?
Back up.
Get out of the cloud? Okay. Yeah, don't go to that upper square. It's only half a square anyways.
Is that cloud
Oh,
continuing to
you know what I need to
billow
do?
out?
Now that we're kind of chilling, I'm gonna try and cross the Riken holding breath, or holding my breath for a second.
Your cat, Xander, is standing on my desk, insistent on getting pats.
She does that to me, and it's so annoying. Like, she stands pretty much on top of your keyboard, right?
She's trying to.
Exactly.
But she's never done this to me before. Remember, she normally hates me. So I'm
No,
not
dude,
sure what's
I
wrong.
try to play like WoW, and she'll get up, and I can't touch the keyboard because she's laying on me or on it, and I'll just die.
I'm changing the setting for the maps so you can't pass through light lines. I forgot to do that. Look, Fuzzy. I got her to leave. All I had to do is pick her up.
See?
Okay, now, Eidolon, try moving up real quick just to see what happens. You can't see through it anymore, can you?
No.
Yeah, okay, that should work then. Okay. So there you're done. So over, last but not least, are you going to do anything when this happens?
Well, first of all, I want to see if this is this cloud continuing to billow out, or does this seem like this is as far as it's going to go?
It's not going any further than what it is. It's dissipating by the time it gets as far as that. It seems to be very short-lived.
Okay. I will come up to Eidolon, and seeing that he's hurt, I'll go ahead. Lesser restoration, so he a little bit better.
Alright, you cast lesser restoration, immediately purging the poison from him. You are no longer poisoned.
Mark that spell slot off.
Have to get to the other side of the poison.
It's dissipating, so if it's dissipating, it shouldn't be a problem.
Well, it's dissipating when it gets to you. Is it still spewing out of the mouth, Ben?
It's still spewing out of the mouth directly onto Ezra, who's standing there going,
"Oh,
gee, I'm so fine with my scarf."
Block it and trying to dissipate it sideways.
And Ezra, you know, you take a deep breath through your scarf, and then suddenly realize your scarf is not working.
Loser.
Make another Constitution saving throw. You still succeed, but you now realize your scarf is not working.
Alright. I'll wander out then.
Stuff the hole.
Yeah, or you should wait till you can cross to unpoison people.
I was given a defective scarf.
You look pale. Are you alright, Ezra?
No, you can't lay on my keyboard. Get off.
It's so cute too at the same time. It's like you want to.
It's adorably cute, but annoying.
It's annoying, but you feel bad for kicking her off.
Speaking of which,
Imagine if it was a baby dragon
right now.
Well, if it's a baby dragon, I'd just be like, oh, we're done, guys. Have to play with cuteness. Alright, so let's see. So Ezra runs for it. He's like, it's not working. Alright. And as soon as you get out of there for a while, the gas then dissipates. And I'd move it to the layer if somebody would leave my mouse hand alone. Come here. Run for it.
Right, you got a little snot.
Okay.
in the nose. You should wipe that off.
Oh no, man. I don't wipe. I just blow it out real hard.
Oh, that's disgusting. I figured out the trick to never rolling with. You just keep your dice on the one whenever you don't want to roll it. So
All right, what are you guys gonna do?
the one right now.
But a snot rocket across the room.
God, it went straight down onto your pants. That's disgusting.
No.
Eidolon?
I'm gonna.
Eidolon's going the exact same path that I went. Eidolon, that's
You step into this location. As soon as you do, the gas hisses back out again.
I'm gonna take a forward, seeing this happen, so that they have room to walk.
So make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, you got on poison.
That's a
Why would you
failure.
unpoison him all the way?
Oh my goodness. I'm still out of this, correct?
Just, I mean, barely, because you got to think your token's actually not halfway in the wall.
Yeah,
Right. Well, I figured I would have been like hugging it just to stay away from it, but yeah,
I think it hits the wall one space
Yeah.
to the right of you, anyways. Not where you're at. We'll
Okay.
say you're just barely out of it.
twice barely get out of it. Okay.
Eidolon, you take 5 points of poison damage and are poisoned again.
again. Not a great day for Ido, huh?
I feel like we need a long rest after this. Just this one trap.
Yeah,
Screw
yeah.
this stupid thing.
Long rest. That's how time works.
That's what happens when I make dungeons. What can I say?
Alright, I've got this Thessalbane toxin. This Thessal toxin that'll turn you into a sheep.
All right, Eidolon, what do you do after getting smoked with poison again? He's like, I'm going over here. All right. And Ulver, what do you do?
I'm staying put.
All right.
I'm not
And
going
then
anywhere. Until
the
this
rest
goes
of you
away.
are staying where you are.
Well, yeah. I don't see a reason to leave.
And then it dissipates again. Doesn't take it very long either.
Is there anything on this body right here, this dead person that seemed to have succumbed to the poison?
No, just bones. Looks like animals have chewed on it and whatnot. It's been scattered. The bones are scattered like, you know, something's been eating it.
Alright, I'll come over.
Eidolon, do you have like
I
half
would
health for
like to jump over just in case, because I don't know if any of the other ones in front are going to do the same thing. So
Where are
I'd
you
like to
going to
make
jump to?
Here.
Okay, go ahead and make your athletics roll for the jump. Should be really easy.
All right.
Are you only clearing 5 feet or?
5 feet, that's it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
He's pretty tiny.
Athletics is not my thing. 10.
That's enough.
I think that's the jump DC.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's the 5-foot jump DC
That's
right
literally
there.
what it is in there. Mark.
As you pass in front of the statue, it once again hisses gas out.
Seriously, yeah, okay. And here's my con save then.
I'm not even going to bother bringing
You
it
got a
out
bunch
on
of
this
that.
surface. I'm just going to leave it in the background because I'm sure you'll move out of the way and then it'll dissipate. So go ahead and make your con save.
Making it now.
Generally, I'd be laughing.
11.
It
Not
looks
so
like
great.
Eidolon's about
So
to die.
failure. So you take 12 points of poison damage and are poisoned.
Okay.
It's poisoned. Ezra, it's just me and you. We're the only ones fit to keep adventuring.
And then your reaction is to go where?
Just to run across. Last bit as far as I can get.
And then it dissipates again.
Eidolon, you can like squeeze through right here if you do it right. That's what I did.
Eidolon, you can see north of you. There's looks like two rock constructed floor to ceiling bookcases in the middle of the room to your north.
I think I saw a chest down there too, like a stone kind of Skyrim looking chest thing. You know what I mean? Where it's got a stone top that you like pick up and slide off.
Never heard of Skyrim.
He can't see that far, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying what Ali saw when he was over there.
The rest of you, looking in front of you, you see the littered bones and old dried blood in front of you. That what I actually wrote for this was, looking ahead, you can see the bones and bloody remains of several small creatures. There is also the dark stains of blood and bones of one or more humanoids. Several broken shafts with rusted arrowheads lie among the bones.
Had that one typed. Is there anything around it on the walls or ceiling?
Eidolon, you still have detect magic up, right?
Probably been more than 10 minutes.
I mean, you just walked down a short passageway to get here, so I think it'd still be up. So, looking back at the statue, you can see that its eyes glow with magic. And looking over where your friends are, you can see that the passageway 5 feet in front of Alabaster glows with an aura.
Watch out.
Is there anything on the walls or ceiling next to where the bones are?
You look around the walls and ceiling where the bones are, you don't really see anything. What you do see are those arrows. And in the walls on each end, north and south of this area, are little holes.
Oh. How high up are the holes?
They cover the walls from floor to ceiling.
Oh. Huh. Well, I know Ezra can get across this easily. It would take one of us. There are arrow slits where it's probably going to shoot us if we try and go through it. That I'll kind of reach my hand out and get ready to pull away, but I'd like to push on the stone in front of me. Just right the hole start and then take it back right away.
You push down on the stone in front of you. When you stick your hand out, you hear a and an arrow flies across the corridor, smacks into the far side, shatters, and bounces across the floor.
That was when I touched the stone, or when I
when you stuck your hand into the area.
Okay, and how fast did it happen?
Within moments.
So
And so do the arrow slits start here?
The arrow slits are on the north and south wall.
so there's a wall right
Yeah, but
and there's a wall right
And that basically that whole area, that 10-foot area.
I imagine it
Just the
starts
next 10 feet has it arrows.
here. And
So this area does not have arrow holes.
No, not beyond it. You don't see any arrow holes beyond it.
So
Your light is fading the further you go in, but you can see that the floor further on, there's an area where it's pretty normal looking, and then the area beyond that, over in this area here, looks grooved.
be able to. I don't know where you pinged, by the way. You pinged right here.
Yeah, it looks grooved there. It looks
Like-
grooved north-south.
Like ceiling axes could have scraped along the floor or something.
You're not sure. It's out there a ways, so you're going to need to get closer to inspect it.
Do I think I'd be able to roll a rock or dash across without getting hit fast enough?
I'm gonna jump over it.
I
Just
could-
get a running start and then jump.
I could thunder step 2 of us.
And then, but you'd have to know to go along with the person, right? Or does it also explode where you end up?
No, otherwise it'd be an awesome spell and I would love it.
Eidolon, you're still poisoned, right? Yeah, you're poisoned again now. I forget.
Yeah, Riken is too. So he's trying to jump then.
Okay. I'll keep the effects of poison in mind. Are you talking about anything on the ceiling or walls above what? The chest?
No, I messaged that a while ago. You only just saw it.
Yeah. The thing is, you only briefly saw up to the north,
I
so
didn't mean the chest. I meant here, but just forget about it. I asked in person.
all right. If you're gonna run and jump, go ahead and make your roll. It's athletics. How far are you jumping? 10 feet? All right.
There. If I make it.
If he makes it.
Jeez.
Hold on, I gotta look up how far you can jump. I don't remember how that works.
He can jump that far. It
No,
just
I meant
increases
me.
the DC the further you jump.
Move at least.
So
10 feet.
it's a number of feet of your strength score if you move 10 feet before it.
Yeah, long.
So I did the 10 feet, and then I have an 18 on my strength, so I can jump 18 feet.
You have to roll if there's an obstacle, but
All right.
otherwise you just don't.
Go ahead and make a dex save for me, Riken. So you jump through and twist a little bit as you go through, narrowly missing an arrow shaft that flies out to try to catch you. But you made it to the other side. Land. No worse for wear.
Not pressure plates.
Okay. Could I try and like do a dive and roll?
I'm gonna move out of the way first before
Would
you do
that
that.
still be athletics?
It's
Strength?
not. What?
Like do a dive into a roll to try.
No, that would be acrobatics.
Alright, I want to try and do that then. I'll get a running start though.
You're basically just trying to keep your body moving in different ways while you're going through, essentially. So
Acrobatics. Ooh, I'm good at that. 17.
17. All right. I'll give you advantage on your dex save then.
Okay. That I'm better at. Oh, 25 and 15.
15.
25 and 15. So
Oh,
25.
25. Okay. So 25, yeah. So an arrow tries to shoot you as well. Also misses. Shatters against the wall.
Whoa, that was exciting. Just gonna hug the wall.
Now that you're closer, you two, you can see the grooves are deep in the floor and run north-south in this area. To the north, you can see that the passage seems to have a solid block of stone blocking the passageway.
Where?
Up here.
Oh, okay. There's stone there.
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
No, I just see right through.
Well, it doesn't have a light wall, but you can see the stone.
I don't see anything there. It just looks like a passage.
Okay.
For me, it ends there. But
Oh, because you have not dark vision. I bet. That's probably where the light ends.
If you notice the floor that you're standing on, Xander, is tiled, and you'll notice that the floor north of there is not. But the wall starts right at this location.
I'm gonna try. Oh no, I can't stream it because some people will just crash.
I know who you mean.
I wonder if I'm just not seeing it or.
So, Eidolon, what are you doing? You've been back there for a while.
Just waiting.
All right.
Are we headed this way or are we headed back? Apparently, there's a wall in front of us. I don't
Oh.
Well, no, the passage continues to the east.
Okay.
So I forgot to read the description of this area, my bad, but it's not much different than what I said. Deep grooves line the floor here running north-south. To the north, the passage is blocked by a huge stone block. To the east, the sound of running water ripples to your ears, along with squeaks of bats and rats, or both.
I thought you said east there was a wall. I was very confused.
No, it's to the
Towards
north.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I pinged there several times.
I saw your ping all the way over here. I'm not kidding. I saw like a pink ping over here.
that was me.
God damn it, Johnny.
I'm red.
Okay. I thought Johnny's ping was yours. My apologies.
What an idiot. Wow.
Now, east is completely open.
Okay.
And I believe you can see that there are pillars in the room beyond the passage there.
Make sure to give Johnny his 40 feet of light, by the way. I don't think, unless he already has it.
I'm pretty
I
sure
can
he has it.
see like 35.
It starts to fade then, yeah.
Yeah, because torches, dim light. Well, are the rest of you going to join us? Stop right before the grooves.
Figure you guys can get a bit farther. I can just figure out how far to.
Dude, I'll do another running. Do another running jump then. Or actually, no, I'll stay here so I can catch you guys just in case.
Yeah, can I shoot an arrow through the next passage, just real quick?
Sure.
My crossbow.
It soars down the passageway, hits something in the distance that you can't see, and clatters.
I'll just stick my hand in and pull it out real fast.
Nothing happens. You got your magic detector person clear at the back of the group right now, so. Of course, by now, it's probably run out, so.
Hey, could you guys get Ido further in here?
Just jump into my arms.
I'm gonna sneak back and get Ido. Or since Eidolon's hurt, over if you leave, I can then thunder step Ido across.
All right.
I can Misty Step too.
Yeah, I need to use the spell anyways, and I might as well I can take someone with me.
Okay, you're gonna want to go about 60 feet. Heads up.
Yeah, I mean, if Thunderstep goes far enough and you can see, you could Thunderstep past the second group as well.
I can like hold. I can hold a torch there, right? Just teleport to the torch.
You're producing light, so they should be able to see past.
Intercept goes 90 feet. It's probably.
Over, jump into my arms.
All right.
I'll catch you.
Oh, crud. Athletics, and that's like terrible for me.
It's fine, he'll catch you. Hey, mine's a.
At disadvantage, by the way.
Is your acrobatics better?
Yes, it is.
Phrase
I
it
could do
like
that. I'll do it. I'll do it without acrobatics then. So I will.
Dance for 10 feet.
I will dance for 10 feet. I will
And
dance
then
in
leap.
the air.
Just tap dances through the corridor.
Going like Neo. All right. Let's try that.
You're going to try to use your acrobatics skill?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
So it's yeah, it's still disadvantage. So no matter what. Let's see if it actually works. Ooh.
Okay. So you have advantage on your dex save.
So it's
No, I have disadvantage because I'm poisoned. So it's a 19.
No, so
No,
it's
no,
a.
your
So it's a
dex save.
straight roll.
Yeah, not your
Straight dex
acrobatics.
roll.
That's.
I mean, okay. So is 22 the first? Would that?
No,
That's
okay.
acrobatics, not dex.
Make a
You
dex
were
saving roll.
rolling
Oh,
to
dex
see-
saving. Oh, it's dex saving throw.
You were
Okay.
rolling to see if you made it. Now you're rolling to see if you.
Oh. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The arrow.
And that is
It's
just a straight roll.
Yeah.
15.
All right. You managed to make it through without getting pincushioned.
Phew.
I catch them in my hands and I lift them up in the air over my head and spin around in circles,
Oh, that's cute.
and then place them on the other side.
Except
Do
for
I turn into a giant spider right now or not?
Except for you stuck his foot into the
Oh,
arrow
man.
zone and he got shot. Ugh.
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
and
I
move.
could throw you over the next one.
I mean,
Go ahead and move to the other side of Riken. That's where he's going to put you down. So
all right. And watch there's a pressure plate. And we all die.
you guys have been scarred by the Tomb of Horrors, haven't you?
All right, Ezra, your turn.
Yep. All right. Thunder stepping to the next set ends here, right?
Yeah, that square would be safe.
I'm just gonna try and go through the next one.
I'm over here. Islet, and you're right here.
Once Eidolon moves, I will.
All right. So with a cracking boom, you teleport ahead. The boom echoes through the halls.
I forgot that it made a loud noise.
Oh yeah. If there's someone here and they know, I just showed up.
Eidolon
It's like rolling through the halls, you know. You're like, ooh.
Now, like to announce that I'm here.
I'm gonna go south so I don't run into Ido. and I'm gonna try and cross.
Okay.
Same thing.
You're gonna roll?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Acrobatics.
Yep. Those grooves are gonna hurt though.
I know I rolled twice. First one was a 19.
That's fine. Make it. But like I said, it didn't feel good. It's
Oh,
like-
they're like grooves up.
Huh?
They're like grooves upward.
Well, I assume you're rolling across the floor, right?
Right, but are they like how thick are they?
I mean, it's like rolling across a bunch of sharp rocks. It isn't really gonna hurt you, but it's not gonna feel good.
No, you're good. I didn't realize they were protruding from the ground. I thought they were sinking in. All good.
Start casting detect magic.
Move over so someone else can make it.
Casting detect magic again. Okay, for 10 minutes. All right. You look into the room beyond. As you look into this room, you see sections of the roof has fallen to the floor. It is still solid, but pocked with holes. Passages lead north, east, west, and south from this room. Obviously, the way you came in is one of those.
I don't see that.
To the east and south, you hear running water and the roar of a falling water, like a waterfall.
Oh, okay.
To the north, you can see that the passage there shows signs of nearly having collapsed. All right, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Ezra, catch over. Ready to go over?
All right.
You think you can toss me that far? You're
Yeah, I
poisoned.
got a plan. Just hold on to my hands. Don't let go.
Ever.
All right. So I'm gonna
I'm
grab
curious to
over
see
by
how
the.
this- Let's do it.
I'm gonna grab over by the hands, and then I'm gonna slowly start spinning like you do with your kid, you know, to like get their feet off the ground. And then I'm gonna start rapidly rotating like a freaking hurricane, and hammer throw them across.
All right. Make an athletics check for me. All right. You managed to clear the grooved floor.
Where do I land?
I don't know. Ezra's there. I think Ezra's catching you.
Yeah.
Bro,
Ezra's like, nope, it moves.
Try to catch him.
Here, I'll put
Alright.
myself right over here. Just I don't know where I'm at though.
We'll just say you ended up down, down from Ezra.
Reagan's
Okay.
like,
Because I'm actually small, I could be in his space if
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah,
Reagan's
let's just.
all right,
It's
I'm
fine.
going
Get to the other side.
Okay.
I mean, Alabaster's far enough; he might be able to catch him. And it's a cloud giant like place, so it's probably got really high ceilings.
25-foot ceilings. Yep.
So he threw you up. That's what you're saying. You worked it. Wait, no, I didn't sign up.
I mean, with those rolls, I think I can make it to Alabaster.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So what are you doing, Ryan?
Bludgeoning.
I mean, it's not what I did; it's what I rolled, right?
Oh, are you
I was
jumping
intending to
across
go to
yourself?
Ezra, but did I overdo it? I don't know. I think I have pretty good control over my muscles. I think I would get him to Ezra.
Yeah, I think
Ezra
no-
catches him and lowers him to the ground. What are you gonna do?
Um, I'll tell him to get out of the way so I can jump over.
We're gonna catch him.
All right, you gonna catch me? Sweet.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Get my running start.
I sidestep.
And you make it. Oh wait, yeah, you had disadvantage, but see, you still made it.
Your arms still, in their sockets. Over.
Oh, I'm fine. No
All right,
worries here.
cool. It's a strategy we might be able to use in the future.
I gotta admit, it was a pretty good idea.
All right.
We'll call it the revolver.
So you can see that there are 3 pillars standing in this room. One of them has collapsed and fallen over. Stones have fallen out of the ceiling in various places. And the corner in the far side has partially started collapsing. To the north, the passageway has more than partially started collapsing. You can see that there's still the remains of a passage headed north. To the south, you can see old bloodstains and bones in the corridor leading south.
Is this like? Have I walked into the room at this point? Because I don't see that. Like, so
I
I'm
do.
over here.
Well, you would have seen the bones in the square behind you,
I
so
don't
yeah.
see north. I don't.
Well, north you can see just the beginnings of a passage. It's kind of crumbled on the outside, but you can see that there's a hole. I didn't say where it goes.
Well, looking for traps or anything that could harm me, I will step into the room.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Not 20. For total 20. 24.
All right.
Alright, now I see everything that you previously described. That's good.
Well, you should see more than that now because you can see that the passage to the right opens dramatically into what looks like a natural, large open space. And the passage abruptly dead ends. Like the floor just stops.
Yeah, like a chasm, right?
To the north, you can see that the rubble-strewn, almost tunnel that remains is enough for a human to walk through. And the chamber beyond shows signs of partially collapsing as well. It's it's a heavily damaged room to the north. To the south, you can see that there are bones and old dried bloodstains and some rusted weapons and armor.
Well,
You following the bones?
yeah, I feel like we head south here. So, step over the pillar. Is there anything around the body that looks like it could have caused its demise?
Looking at the bones, you can see that some of them have been chewed on. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. 24. That's what I.
You look up at the ceiling and you can see, like I said, there's sections of where rocks have fallen out of it and stuff. It looks like there has been some earth movement through this area that has caused the tombs to, become less stable than they once were at some point.
Do I find a cause of death?
You look over the bones and you see that there's several of them that have been neatly cut in half.
neatly, like purposefully?
Like cleanly, just a clean cut in the bones.
Oh, that's
Trap
interesting.
cut him in half.
Yeah, is there a slit in the floor at all? That's what I want to look for next.
You don't see any slits in the floor.
You have any fruits, Riken?
No, dude. All they had was a jerky.
That works. Can I have a piece?
Not if you're gonna throw in that pile of blood.
Please, can I have a piece of jerky, Riken? It's
Just look on the walls. Look, the last one was north to south. Look east to west.
come on, give me a piece of jerky.
I'm not giving you any jerky.
Come on, Riken.
My jerky.
Good snack.
Don't you have any jerky? What are you eating?
Good berries. Fine, I'll pull out a piece of jerky, and I'll snack on it. Yeah, it looks like he was cut in half or something. Some bones were cut in half, rather.
Oliver, come here. I want to throw you.
You know, I'm good. I'm not really feeling all that well.
It's cool. It's only just one more time, probably.
Probably.
Hey, it worked out last time. Probably be fine.
You'll be going at such a momentum, nothing will hit you. It's fine. You'll be faster than all of us.
Hey, I missed when you guys moved over. Were you able to walk across without any problem? Clear to where you are? Or did you have to jump?
We went
We just walked.
straight to here and then straight down.
Alright.
I think this room is safe.
Mm.
I know that
Just
the
let
Tomb
him
of
know,
Horrors-
just in case.
The Tomb of Horrors has mentally damaged us, but I think that this room is good.
All right. Well, if I don't throw you, you're gonna have to walk across. It's
I
on
don't
you.
see any traps. I think you could just make it. But it's a thing where it's like, due to the Tomb of Horrors, I'm afraid that if you don't just make it, you will instantly die. So it's a big risk.
And if you can get rid of this poison, I could probably throw you even better.
I'm gonna try it. I'm
Take your arm
just gonna step up and stick my hand in the passageway and pull it back.
As you step onto the bones.
You stick your hand into the passageway, nothing happens. You're... Go ahead and make an investigation check. You're trying to figure out what's there, right? So.
Yeah. Well, is that what I did before, or was that to inspect the body?
You were inspecting the body.
Alright, 19.
Okay, 19. You look over the area, and in the walls, you don't see anything. And then you look down, look at the floor itself, and the tiles in the floor, and after a little bit of examination, you realize that there's pressure plates in the floor.
Oh,
Very well concealed.
how far out?
The pressure plates extend for 15 feet in front of you.
That's a lot. Alright, I will... Riken, I found something.
Okay.
And I'll put a piece of rope on the pressure plate. A piece of my 50-foot rope. Down onto it.
The rope isn't enough to activate it.
10...
Just a piece of rope.
No, I'll set the whole 10 pounds. It's fine.
Okay, you throw the rope on top of the pressure plate in front of you. And as you do so, twin blades slits open in the wall and twin blades pop out, spinning violently into the opening at about 2.5 feet off the ground.
That is so much worse than I thought it'd be.
And is it like in this 3x3 square right here?
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
There they are. Oh, dang, yeah.
That's a lot. Wow. Huh.
They remain there spinning for a while. Anyways.
If I get into a crawling position, does it look like I could crawl under these?
2.5 feet, yeah.
You're gonna lose your backpack though.
Might,
Push it, take it off, and
yeah,
push
you might
it.
want to take
Yeah.
it off and push it, yeah.
Take it off and push it in front of me. Over. You should go first.
Only the penitent man may pass.
Naturally, you're the smallest one, and if there's anything video games have taught me is you can fit in smaller places than I can.
I don't mind going first.
As the blade begins to, as the blades continue to whir, you hear a grating noise from back up the passageway.
Ooh, is the door closing behind us? Yep.
As the stone quickly slides down and covers the entrance.
Huh. Well, that is not good.
Well, I hope there's another way out of here.
Yeah, nowhere left.
Ezra's like, it almost got me.
Almost got crushed.
Because he's still standing there.
It's like the steamroller, you just instant dead. You don't get to move.
Take a step to the side.
Yeah. It moved very quickly, though, and the noise
Where the
was
hell is
deafening.
Ezra?
I don't see him.
Oh, there's back here. Hey.
Yeah.
Sulking in the darkness like usual.
All right, go ahead, Over. I'll follow behind you.
All right,
Really gonna-
I'll take off my, take off my everything that's gonna be bulky and yeah, I'm gonna crawl underneath.
I will follow behind him.
All right. You crawl underneath.
And
Emerging
whirring-
from the other side.
Okay, I will.
The blades
Side
remain
of it.
spinning above you. You can see a passage to the east there that goes around a corner,
There's a
And-
coffin there.
and you see a passage to the west, and yeah, you can see a coffin inside of that one.
I can't see that.
Well, Alabaster can, and he just told you,
Yeah.
I think.
That's what I was doing.
Coffin. That sounds like that's where we go then. Maybe.
Oh, it looks
Is
like
it a large one?
no, it looks like a me-sized coffin.
Why would that be here?
I don't know. There's also like a river thing.
The coffins are actually larger than you, if you look.
Oh, no, you're totally right. My bad. Yeah. No, it's like double the size of me. Yeah, that's what I just said.
So what are the rest of you guys doing?
Yeah, who's next?
I'm not too. I don't know. Can I even fit underneath that?
Well, if you
2.5 feet.
belly crawl, yeah.
All right,
How barrel-chested do you think you are?
bro. I'm in armor and everything too. It makes me look bigger. All right, I'll just go the same way they went.
All right. Yeah, I'm not making you roll anything. The danger of that trap is mostly just not seeing it.
Yeah, fucked up.
What about Ezra and Eidolon? They've been really quiet in the back of the group. Are you guys watching something or what? I mean, what's going on?
Kind of sleeping. But, alright, Ezra will crawl under us also.
Eidolon's been muted a couple times. So
Yeah.
Police doing stuff.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, Michael, do you have your daughter or anything tonight? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's understandable.
Get out of
Did
the
I
way.
see anything with my magic?
This particular trap is not magical. However, when you go through the room, no, there's nothing magical in that room. So, to the south of you, 30 feet, you don't see anything magical except for the, of course, the objects your friends are carrying.
Where you going, Alabaster?
Before you even think about going anywhere, I've got a spell that I could cast that could help determine which way we need to go.
Better than guessing.
Yeah, I mean, there's this coffin down a bit, and I don't know if that's the right place to go, but I should be able to find the orb, because I know what we're looking for, and so should be able to find it. So I've got.
Hello, Atten.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna check out that car.
How are you tonight?
It just looks cool, to be fair.
So I got locate object.
Yeah, nothing cooler than desecrating, graves of people.
Absolutely.
Ezra would probably enjoy it too. He's not over here Eldritch blasting everything.
Well, I mean,
I mean, if you're gonna do this, I won't cast a spell yet.
we found like half
I
of
don't
our
want to waste it.
we found half of our objects in a desecrated, in basically a giant tomb full of dead dwarfs, right? And if you think about it, we stole countless family heirlooms. The circlet that you're wearing right there, that belongs to someone. You just don't know who.
I mean, to be fair, it was in a chest.
Yeah. Oh, with like pictures of their family and stuff.
I just want to confirm real quick. None of you are currently watching the stream, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, I figured you'd know better in here, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you guys going to do? You can see the passage to the south opens up. The floor seems to fall away, and you can hear the louder sounds of running water as there appears to be a stream running through there.
It looks like that's the water that goes out to the front, maybe. Maybe.
Well, last time we were in a underground maze, we just went left every time. Try to stick with that. We only got lost for a few months.
So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, just start looking left.
I'm going to check for trap. Oh wait, did you just say that?
I mean, I'll get to here if you want to start looking for traps.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Go ahead and make your investigation check.
17.
17. You look around for traps. You don't really see any, but as you approach this room, the smell of rot grows stronger. You can see there's 2 coffins in this room, and a glowing green mold that covers half of the room. That's about all you can see in there. The southeast corner, you can tell from the angle that you're standing at right now, looks like it has began to slowly collapse and is actually close to crushing one of the coffins. It's not like in the process of collapsing right now. It's just, over time.
Does not look like where our orb is.
Oh, you're asking me? I haven't cast it yet. I was Alabaster was just going to go and do this, so I thought, why waste the spell slot? I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, that place just looks like it wouldn't be where our orb is, so we can just
seem right, and they're molded, which is scary. I've read books about how mold can kill you if it's black, so don't want to mess with that.
Right, next left would be down.
Wait, do I recognize that mold, Ben? Actually, the type of mold?
No.
No?
No, you do not.
So it's not of nature. Well, that's good enough reason for me to stay away. Yeah, that mold is freaky. I don't know what that is.
But is it collectible?
I think it's collectible.
Alright, so you continue south as you near the edge of the tiled area there. You can see that the stream has eaten away at the passageway, leaving a depression. Not real deep, but the pathway goes down a few feet down to the water's edge and then goes up the other side as the passage seems to continue on the far side. The stream is inside of a cave itself, and the cave is about 10 feet tall, so you could conceivably walk up or downstream. The water runs from the west to the east. You can hear the somewhat louder sound of water coming from obviously where the stream is, but in particular you hear a loud roaring sound of falling water coming from the east.
The water probably washed away any traps, so be safe-ish to walk through it.
Some hell of a reasoning. Over, you want to do your spell? Make sure we're going the right way.
I can do that, but just thinking I can become a marine animal. I could actually go up and down this stream.
Could I? Are these rocks moving, or do they look like they're part of the system?
They just look like rocks.
I might be able to hop across to the other side. Possibly.
And like I said, the stream is inside of a cave that with like 10 feet of clearance above the water, so you could conceivably walk upstream or downstream. The water's fairly clear, and you can see it's dark with the light and stuff, but you can see that it's probably not that deep.
So it's not like rushing or anything.
Actually, it is rushing pretty good here.
So, but we.
Because you can see, or Ezra, anyways, I think with his dark vision to the east, where he's standing, can see the water rushing over a precipice of some kind.
Right. Can I like slide down to right here, safe enough?
Yeah, it's not steep. It's actually not that steep of an incline there.
So, do any of these rocks look big enough where I could hop from one to the other?
I mean, maybe. The problem is the far side is a little steeper, so...
Okay, so it's running to the east?
Yes, towards the waterfall.
I'm just gonna kind of creep along here if I'm able.
I mean, the stream is not that deep on the edges. It's...
So I could stand here without really.
Yeah.
I'd like to get to here and just kind of climb onto this rock and try and jump over to there.
Alrighty. Make an athletics check.
Ooh.
What'd you roll?
6.
6? Yeah, that's not going to make it. So you try to jump from the rock to the rock, but you don't make it, and you land in this square here instead.
Just trying to move it along.
The water's about knee deep. And
I
it's
feel like
and it's pretty freaking cold.
where did I land? Could you move me there?
I'm on the wrong layer, so if you would move yourself, that'd be
Well,
great.
but I can't see your pings.
You can't see my pings.
I
That's
didn't
weird.
see whatever you just pinged, so
There you go.
thank you.
If you can walk through, I can walk through.
Yeah, I'm not getting carried away.
No. Yeah, it's only about knee deep in the at most, so you can safely walk through it without an issue. You can see that the stream, goes north or east-west. Obviously, to the east, there's a waterfall, but
Oh, where those metal grates are going out,
Those are some
where the entrance was.
clearly visible runes to the south.
as you get up to the other side, you can see that there's clearly a stairway leading down to the east there, and the opposite direction is a slight incline. Directly south from that cross passage, you see glowing green runes on the floor in a line across the passageway.
In a language I recognize.
What languages do you speak?
Okay, I speak Infernal.
So no.
And Thieves can't, but I'm guessing it's not.
Thieves' Cant isn't really a language,
Yeah, it's a written language. It's a. Can anyone read that?
Yeah, I can.
I would imagine that would be with giant since it's giants.
Draconic or Dwarvish.
What can you read?
I can read Elven, Draconic, Dwarvish, and in Common.
So can any of you read Giant then? Any others?
Probably would have been useful to get a comprehend languages. Without going into a giant portion.
I'll cast comprehend languages.
He's got it. He's got it.
Alright, cast comprehend languages and then look back at it. The symbols swim and become legible to you. You can understand them. And you see that it is a warning in whatever language, since you don't know Giant. And it says, "Where all ye who enter here."
Oh, well, they were fine with us being careless up until this point.
I relay that to the group.
Be careful.
Well, trap guy, go first.
Are you guys having flashbacks yet?
Oh, I'm just trying to get it rolling. All right.
Ezra noticed a small circle on the ground.
Yeah, looking for traps as I walk forward.
Investigation.
Not 20, 25.
Okay. You don't see any traps.
I didn't pick that. Okay. Did we get what these runes say?
Xander's not paying attention.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I was distracted.
Oh, warning. Hey, be careful. That's about it.
Alright. Well, that table looks important. Across the way.
You can clearly see the passage to the east is a stairway going down at a steep angle.
Well, west looks like it curves around to the south, so let's head that way.
West is a slight incline.
That's right.
I'm gonna kick a skull down the stairs.
There's stairs.
It clatters as it bounces down the stairs. You can hear the sound of running water, not just to the north of you, but coming up the stairs as well.
I don't see a Balrog coming up.
Try going this way with my nat 20. Trap check.
What's that at the very end of the? I can barely see something, but there's looks like a. I don't know what it is. Large chest
To the east?
down to the south.
Oh.
Down to
Gonna
the south.
tape for a chest.
Yeah, it's a table with some kind of writing on it.
You can't see it real clearly, but yeah, that's pretty accurate to what you would think it was.
Altar, maybe.
All I know is east curves around that direction, so I'll head that way, see if it...
So you head west up the passageway. You don't see any traps, but what you do see is right before you enter the room, Xander, you see that there's a very large stone wedged into the ceiling.
Where?
Right at the entrance to the room.
Right here or over here?
Right over to the left of you, not the right of you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pinging it if you're looking.
I cannot see your pings, dude.
I can't either.
I
can't.
cannot
Yeah.
see your pings.
Let me see.
Stop yelling at me.
Right here, Alabaster.
Oh, okay.
Can you?
No, I'm lying. That's not the right area. I'm totally
Can you
lying.
see my pings now?
No.
No, I still can't.
That is really weird. I wonder why that is. I'll have to look into it.
About how many
He said
squares
to the
away
left
is
of
it
you.
from him? How many squares from him?
It is 4 squares. 4 squares in front of him are free, and then the boulder begins.
Okay, so the 5th square.
Were you casting locate object?
I can now. I was waiting, but yes, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And it's going to be on basically looking for that orb.
You're not familiar with the object.
I thought because I was familiar with the type of object, I could do that because of Zephyros's.
You're not gonna break my dungeon.
Is that not going to be the case?
I mean, he told you that it's an orb.
Okay.
But you can cast a spell, but it will fail.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, even though it fails, because that's what he would have been anyway. So I'll just play it
You
like
don't.
he would.
Whatever the object is, you try to search for an orb like Zephyros's that he has in his tower, and
Yeah.
the spell just goes, we can't find anything.
Yeah, well,
Y'all,
don't know.
I'm kind of waiting
It's
for
it's a mystery. It's not here. We better just go then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just trying to move. Where do you guys want to go? Because I'm just ready to go. I don't think anything's gonna instantly murder us. So. We could head west. We might get like locked in. I'm not sure. There's a stone up there.
Alright, I'm just gonna check downstairs.
Alright.
Alright, it's just darkness.
You guys head down the stairs.
Yep.
I love stairs. It's a good workout.
All right.
I'm hurt again.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to fix your hit points. It's a different map, so.
Good thing I remembered how many times they were.
I can check for you if you don't remember.
I do. At least I do.
As you near the bottom of the stairs, the sound of running water becomes a roar.
Each episode.
The
I cannot
waterfall, you can see, the great billowing mist from it, covering the area to the north. There's also what appears to be a passage to the north.
I don't want you stuck too.
The chasm, the bottom of this chasm, you're like 100 feet below where you were.
So is this a short waterfall or a tall waterfall?
It's 100 feet tall.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast through it.
Rescue us, DM.
Oh.
Hear my cries.
To see if there's a passage behind it, perhaps.
Do I hear if it just hits rock behind it or if it goes ways before it hits something?
No, it hits rock.
Okay. Always check waterfall,
Ben,
but don't go chasing them.
Don't go chase. No.
did you move me and Eidolon?
Oh, you can't move?
No. There we go. Now my legs work.
And you can see there's also a passage that leads back into the rock to the south. The river runs from the waterfall towards the south as well. The gorge constricting as it heads south, becoming tighter and lower to the ground. Up above you, you can see a few within sight. You can't see, actually none of you have the sight to see far enough, but you see faint light flickering off of things up above you. Yeah, that's about it. And I think you can see the other side of the stream to the north, right?
Barely. So our vision is going to be hindered in here, is that right?
I mean, it would be normally. The mist would obscure quite a bit in this area, but I'm not factoring it in.
Okay. I can't see as far as normal as before.
Oh.
That's all.
That's because these tokens are, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can fix that. Give me a second.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Thank you. I can see clear now.
Feel like nothing is happening. Where are we headed, squad?
Yeah, it's over here. Big spider web.
Alright. Yes, finally.
We should go back up the stairs.
No, spiders are good. This is perfect. I used my last alchemist fire. Dang it.
Looking into that area, yeah, you can see it's a natural, cave-like cavern in there, full of spider webs.
Them is my peeps.
Oh, what are the odds?
Hey, maybe we should go back. I just thought about it, and it's possible that burning this could make a tumble in the infrastructure. I mean, think about it. Big boom, suddenly a bunch of strong webbing that was holding it together disappears in an instant. It might not go well.
Could just use a
I want
torch.
to fight spiders. I'm good.
Oh, actually, you would be able to see through that mist anyways to the north because there's actually a slight bluish glow coming from the north.
Ah.
Down past the waterfall.
How close
Way
are you
cooler.
without touching webs? Can I? Is this good still?
Yeah, you're not touching any webs yet.
Let me know if I do. 'Cause
That's about it right there.
Glowing
Yeah,
blue
that's-
orb, way
that's a-
cooler than spider webs.
That's a whole lot of webs, guys. That it goes on. Well, not interested in that.
Tunnel look collapsible.
Why? We're gonna break everything. We're gonna die because the cave fell inward.
All those webs would be directly under that table. So if there's a pitfall, it's gonna drop us right on those webs.
Alright, I'll look for
This
traps,
also looks like a natural cavern that leads back into the rock. Go ahead and make your investigation check.
What?
You said you were looking for... Wait.
Yeah, I'm looking for traps. Yeah, 24.
Okay. You don't see any traps.
Marching onward.
Where's that blue glow coming from?
The waterfall.
North
the other
of
side.
the waterfall. Yep.
Top of it?
There's a weird pink thing.
Like I said, north of the waterfall.
Do you see that too, Oliver?
Oh, I do see something way down there.
Yeah, colorful. Hold on. Oh, I cannot walk through. Hold on. Maybe I can drag. I can't. You all just went into the same spot at once. It's like a square, and there's a chest too, I think. First piece of loot.
Yep.
What is that purple thing?
You see a large purple glyph on the ground, glowing just faintly. There's also an oaken iron-bound chest in this naturally formed room. It appears to have a built-in lock, and there are signs that clear signs that someone has attempted to hack the wood around the lock at some point.
Adeline, did you recognize the glyph?
Do I?
Looking at the glyph, you immediately know that what you're looking at is a glyph of warding.
Yeah.
Glyph of warding.
This is Zephyr. There was some sort of warding, didn't he?
What glyph of warding?
I might be mistaken.
You know what a glyph of warding is, Michael?
I'm turning Arcana. I can see if I know.
A glyph of warding, look it up. Eidolon, you would know what it was.
it's basically just like a trap. I mean, pretty much that's designated to a specific time. So whenever you set it, you can say, if people step on this, explode, and then it'll explode.
Alright. If I shoot it with an Eldritch Blast, can I disrupt it? Break the line? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast right there.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. You missed.
Team 2, 19.
Alright, you hit it. And it chips away part of the glowing rune, as it were, but does very little actual damage to the stone, so...
I'll attempt to dispel.
Like dispel magic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does that work?
Is it a third level spell?
You'll have to cast it and find out.
Cast it. Rolling.
All right. The spell is third level or lower, so it instantly ends. So the glyph fades away, becoming dark.
Sweet. Is there anything else around it? Looking around the room?
Looking around the room, just looks like a natural cavern room. You don't see anything but that chest.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna try and pick it. Keep up to it. Still looking for traps, and I'll actually investigate the chest for traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
22.
The chest is trapped.
Oh. Can I tell what kind of trap?
Looking it over, you see that there are the telltale signs of what would be a motion-sensitive trap. Anything that moves the chest.
Do I see a way to try and disarm it?
Yep, you do. You can attempt to disarm it.
I will attempt to disarm. Over.
Yes. You need a pat?
Yeah, could you give me your good old pat on the shoulder?
Alright. There you go. I'm getting out of here.
I dropped my dice. No. That's why I don't use these dice. Well, 14.
14. So you start to fiddle with the trap, what you can get at of it, and as you're doing so, you accidentally nick one of the little wires, which starts to pull back. You catch it. You catch it with one of your hooks. Make a dex save.
Oh, not 20. 27.
You desperately hang on to the little hook with the little wire with your little hook, and you realize there's really not much you can do now. It's almost inevitable that the trap is going to go off, but you've kept it from going off as long as you hang on to it.
Can I identify what exactly the trap will do?
Looking the chest over, you can see that it has little holes all over the edge of the lock. It looks like it's going to spray some kind of mist into the area.
Right, Eidolon, I'm gonna need you for this. I have a plan, Everything is fine.
The
Do you still have hands? Your far hand thing.
mage hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Can you have it hold this?
Alright. From back here.
Yes. Well, actually, further than that.
He'll have to make an acrobatics check.
Who?
Eidolon.
Alright. I'm still holding on to it. Just while he's.
I'm just
trying
saying,
to
when he takes over, he's gonna have to make one.
That's fine. So let his hand get a grasp, and then I'm going to let go and attempt to run this way.
All right, Eidolon, make your acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, your hands, your mage.
That's a failure. So you try to switch and let go of it, and the hand, since he can't really, you know, he's not there exactly. He lets up too much pressure when you first switch, and the wire slips inside. As you try to dart away from the thing, a mist shoots out of the jets and quickly envelops you.
Obviously, I'm holding my breath. But
Too bad it's contact.
alright.
Alright, so I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm saving throw. 20.
20?
Yeah, 19. This one.
Alright. You feel a little tingly, but you shrug it off and move out of the area.
It's just like a purple dice too. I wouldn't think it would roll. It's like the most bland thing. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Ow, that felt weird. Is it still in the area or does it dissipate?
I don't know, I'm getting some lag. I'm going to reload my page.
After we deal with this chest, we're probably gonna hop off, right? Ezra, you getting tired?
Yeah.
I don't even know where it went. Give me a second.
Oof. That is how Roll20 works.
Lagged on me and went poof, gone. Alright. So the mist shoots out into the air and then quickly settles to the ground, covering the floor in a pinkish looking fluid.
Well, that's disturbing looking, and that got on me.
Yeah, but it, didn't do anything to you, really.
So that's just like on the ground?
Yeah, and all over the chest.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. I have any gloves? Where are the eagle gloves? Could I have those? Oh, my lockpick's still over there.
You know, I have mage hand.
Oh, Eidolon, yes, could you fish around for that? Yoink.
Do I find his lockpicks?
Sure, you get his lockpick.
Sweet.
It's covered in, you know, some kind of pink fluid, but
Yeah, I'll pull out like a sock and try and scrape it all off onto the sock. Does that work?
sure. Now the sock is all covered in stuff. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, just throw that
To
on
the
the ground.
wait. Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
My inner gears were like, "Would you have socks?" And then I'm like, "It don't matter."
Look, all right, I'll use my handkerchief if that's more accurate. I don't know.
Probably just scrape it in the dirt, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like I said,
used
like it
something to
matters.
clean it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just saying that
That's
inner part of
fruity.
me immediately went, you know, wait, does he have socks? And then I was like, nah, it doesn't matter.
is there any way we could clean off the chest? Or do we have gloves of any kind? I'll walk up to the edge.
Don't know if I would have brought my gloves for something like this.
Yeah.
I only have had one.
I'll walk
I
up to
kinda
the
doubt.
edge of the fluid and just kind of rub my boot in it. Is it slippery?
It is a little bit slippery, yep.
Not worth it. I don't want to trip and fall into that stuff. Well, moving on then. I suppose that's where we're gonna end, yeah?
Can if you guys want to.
Some people have to, right? Plus, this has not been a very, responsive session.
No, people have been distracted or something. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It's like we'll say things and then there's a solid 5 seconds of silence before
There's
the
only
same
been like
person has to talk again. So you just kind of feel like a jerk because you're talking all the time.
I don't know what you guys have been up to, but yeah, concentration on the game hasn't been high tonight.
Well, well.